Hi everyone, it's Rachel here, and I am going to do a video today. How much ephemera can I make in an hour? Well, I don't have my timer, but about an hour. My iPad's charging, so actually I should have recorded it, but timed it. But anyway, so let's see how much we can get done. I think I want to use a little bit of Medieval Mirage, so I'm going to pull that down. I'm going to use a mix of things, not just Medieval Mirage. Got a bit of Tracy there. Okay, so, but I'm not using those Medieval Mirage. That's for another project. Oh, there they are. I'm going to use these. This is a good opportunity to use these. So, one of my lovely subbies has some beautiful antique ephemera, and she sent me the scans to use, and I'll link her shop below. She's just starting out on Etsy. So yes, I couldn't find these, Carol. I apologize that I hadn't printed them out yet, but these are some of her. I don't think it's everything that she sent me, but I printed out some of it. So beautiful doilies, beautiful quality, and then amazing florals. I can't remember what she told me. I printed them out. Yeah, I think that's how you receive them. So they're going to be great. I'm going to use those, and I'll link her shop below. She has lots of digis, and then I'll use a bit of Medieval Mirage, just a mix of stuff, I think. Okay, so we're going to get cracking. I'm preparing ephemera for the next journal. I've got my signatures here ready to go, and so I need to make ephemera for it. Okay, now, just a minute. Okay, so get all these bits and pieces of paper away. I might have to do some fussy cutting and that sort of thing as well, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're going to get cracking. What I might do, so these have already been, they've already had bases done. I don't know, I might end up doing them too similar if I do that. I've got all these things put aside. So let me just go through what I put aside. I'm going to make some belly bands because I'm out of those. I'm going to do a couple of bags, and that's a wax paper bag there that I made, and then these are just some scraps of scrapbooking paper that can be made into tags or side tucks or that sort of thing. And then these are all bits and pieces of paper to make into tags, and then these are to make into journaling cards or pockets. May or may not be enough. Oh, and then I've got these. These are also for pockets. So I'm obviously not going to get it all done in an hour. I'm not that unrealistic, but I'd like to get a bit done. So let's get started. I have no idea. I won't be able to time it. I'll probably be more or less. I can sort of get a feeling when I'm getting towards an hour. So yeah, I think we'll just get cracking now. This could be something nice. This was just a leftover piece from the oh, look, I'm already right into it. From the, what do you call it? The file folder, that's what they're called. Now, I've got my stuff on my garbage bin. It's probably not the best idea. Oops. And I don't need my tripod here because I don't have my iPad because it's charging. I could have brought my iPad in here and charged it. That would have been clever. There you go. Ding, ding. Okay, so I'm going to need to get a new book in a minute to glue on, because I'm getting low, and I need a brush for my brush glue because my other one, as you know, fell apart. One lady wrote poor brushes. Yes, poor brushes. They are poor brushes. I'm not a painter, so I don't buy expensive brushes, so but that's no excuse. I'm very forgetful, ladies. I forget everything. I'm just terrible. Lulu just rolls her eyes. Now the brush, that being said, the brush in the glue was not high quality and it fell apart by itself. It wasn't because I had misused it. Whereas my other brush that I had in my glue, yes, that fell apart because, I mean, that went stiff because I did forget about it and leave it with glue in it. So there we have it. Okay, now let's find some papers. I've got lots of papers. There's no end of paper in this house, as I'm sure as it's the same with all of you other, I see I brought down the wrong one. Well, we can use a bit of Manu Design Studio. We like Manu Design Studio. Their papers are fabulous. Let's go with a dark blue. Let's just do a bit of blue. So one way you could approach making a whole lot of ephemera for a journal is you could collage a whole lot of bases, but you just have to be careful in doing that, that you're pulling out, you know, sort of different papers so they don't all end up looking exactly the same, if you know what I mean. There can be a few things that sort of repeat, so that way it all sort of coordinates in together, but the risk of, you know, doing them, maybe I want it on over there. Do I? Yeah, I think I like it more on that side, even though I'm covering up a bit of the writing. It doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. Oh, and I need a wet one. Okay, so I am pre-recording videos, guys. I'm going to do my best to get as many videos done as I possibly can without ignoring what I, you know, my work obligations, as in preparing, you know, packaging orders, and, well, I've got still a few to package up, and, you know, finishing off journals. That's very important to get those done, because as we all know, I'm always very slow at getting those done. But I'm getting there. I'm getting to the bottom of my list, and I'm not taking any more orders this year because it wouldn't be fair to whoever would ask me for an order, because I literally want, after this week, I'm not going to get any more done because I need to prepare to go to Australia. Now, this video will not go up until I'm in Australia, so that'll be weird for you because I'm speaking in the present, but it's going out in the future. How about that for a concept? And look at this. Just tear that off. I'll fold that piece. I might need it. I don't appear to have too many. Well, I've thought I had lots, but I don't actually. Okay, so what I might do is I might just put that aside. I said I was going to decorate it, but I'm actually not. I'm going to do all the bases in this video. Well, then we'll do a second video where we decorate the bases. How about that? Let's see how many bases we can decorate. Now, this one actually is good also for the back, so maybe I'll put that on the back. No, I think that might be a nice tuck. I'm not going to put anything on the back of that. Now I'm fluffing about. Fluffing about, I am. So I had a misprint on the back of that one. I'll just take that area off. I don't want that. And that there. Okay, that's very nice, isn't it? So what I've got here, I need to trim this. Okay. Just taking off the Stamperia strip. I really like this side, actually, to be honest. And I'm not going to put this one on there. I'm going to, now what would that be nice as? That could be a nice journaling card. No, I think I'd make that a pocket. So I'm not going to trim it down. It's actually wider than what I need. I'm just going to be careful not to put stuff right to the edge, so that way I've got space to trim it down. I think I might like that up there. I also need to get a few design team projects done. Actually 3. I'm only on 3 design teams, and that's quite enough for me, because as you always know, I'm always behind the 8 ball with getting stuff done, you know, trying to keep up with my things and other people's things is not easy. This is pretty paper. I haven't used this one before. I don't know if this one's Manu Design Studios or not. I don't remember it. Yeah, so yeah, I've got to get a couple of those done before I go. Well, I'm hoping to. That's my hope. I don't want to cover all of that up, but isn't that nice? I'm going to tear it down a bit more. And I'll put that there. So I was going to use Carol's things, but I might go, as I said, I might decorate them in a second video. And let's just see how many bases we can get prepared. So that's another one. Okay. And I haven't been using my kits very much, have I? Not my own kits, other people's kits. So I feel like I need to get those out and use them a bit more. I like that. It had something on the back, but I think it didn't print properly, like it printed off to the side, and so I couldn't use it in the journal. Just put that there. I'm going to stick that down. think I would like something else. What about a little bit of one of my old red? I need to print some more of these out. I keep saying that, and then I keep forgetting. Now, I don't want to cover the whole thing up, do I? Something like that. Over there, yes, over there. Okay. I'll put that there. See, I think that could be a pocket or something, but it needs to be decorated, obviously. What else can we do? Now, this one I thought, this is waxy. It's very waxy, so but I thought I might just put a little clump of something there. So let me just see. Got this pretty paper. I do like that. Let's just see if I were to put that there and then grab, I'm still in the Manu folder, and put that there. Yes, I'm liking that, but I'm going to use my white glue, my Vinaville PVA, whatever you like to call it. It's just a white glue. They work really, I mean, don't worry about the brand. I think most brands are pretty good. It's not, I just buy this brand because I know it works well. Patex. I have a feeling it might be Russian because I saw lots of Russians using it. There's some amazing album makers, Russian album. They make albums, you know, with that hingy sort of thing. And it's also got Russian written all over it. There, Russian. I think it's Russian, or was it Greek? No, I think it's Russian. So I don't know. I don't know where this brand comes from. It's a universal glue. I can't see where it's made, so yeah. But I know I saw the way I saw it was I saw some videos actually when I was sort of starting to dabble into making journals, and I had just started at the beginning of last year. I'd started watching YouTube. I didn't watch YouTube before that. And so yep, and then I saw these ladies making beautiful things. Now the reason why I'm using the PVA on here is just because this is waxed, and I do wonder, oops, I got glue everywhere, you know, how the glue stick would fare on the wax. Okay, and then I was thinking I probably would like a little bit of textile on there. Let me get my messy textile basket. I should really switch it out a little bit because I've always got the same things, don't I? Don't want anything too bulky. I've got some hemps there, but they're a little bit thick. And I do like the torn look, although you can't always get the torn look on all sides because the piece might be, yeah, I'm going to like that. The piece might be too small to sort of tear it on all sides. Here I've got a bit of fluffy stuff here. What about a bit of that too? Oh, that's pretty. I'm going to put that there. Will I try with this? Or yes, I think I'll try with this glue because it's going onto the paper. It will go a little bit onto the wax, but it's basically going to be glued onto the paper. So at the end, this will probably be finished. This is going to be finished because I'm putting on textile, and then it's going to be done. And if you wanted to, you could put a button. I probably won't put a button because my journals are always so bulky. They really bulge, and so I don't really have the luxury of being able to put buttons down. But it will, no, it's not going to be finished because it will need something else. And I think I would like this a teeny tiny bit smaller. Can I manage it? Yes, I can. But I think I would like it further, maybe like that, up this way. Okay, now I think I'll put some of this because I won't be able to run my glue over there. Am I recording? Yes. And I think I'll put something there. I think I know what I'll put there. So we'll do that if I remember in between videos, because I'm going to do 2 videos. So yes, I said how much can I make in an hour? Well, because I'm ambitious, I want to get all the bases decorated, the majority of them decorated. If I stop flapping about, it'll be 2 hours really, because there's a lot of stuff here. So what was I thinking with this one? Oh, I was going to make a little pocket there. So I actually want to, I was just getting it to the right sort of shape. So I think I'll just tear that bit off. I'm going to tear it. I'm not going to bother cutting it. So this is going to be a little pockety sort of thing. It's okay, I'm going to stitch it closed anyway. So what I need to do is I need to put a little bit of paper there. Oh look, see, I do have more of those. I thought I had more. I need to put, oh look at all of those. Oh, I've got a whole lot of stuff here. Oh, just a minute guys, I just found a whole lot of stuff. Incomplete stuff, I might add too. Got that. It's all useful stuff. Here we go, this is what I need. See, that just sort of fell out of my pile. Oh look, and I've got those too. Okay, let's stop being distracted and concentrate on the job at hand. So I want to put a little bit of this here, and you'll see why in a second. So I'll just glue that down. And I won't stitch anything right now, but do you know why? Because my bottom thread has run out, and well, it's going to run out after 1 stitch, so I'll just fold that back over there. Okay, so it's going to be one of those pockets that's like this, and I won't do that now, but I'm going to clip that out so you'll be able to see the old book page, whereas the rest of it you don't need to worry because you won't be able to see that. But I do need to cover this, and I'm going to cover that as well. First I can start off with this paper there, because I might make it a hinged pocket so it flips out. So at least I might keep it fairly plain on the back, so then I can decide whether I'm going to hinge it. But if I do decide to hinge it, then I can just put a little decoration or some paper that a person can write on, or I can even leave it, and they can then decide, you know, you can gesso a little bit and then you can write. So there's, you know, there's lots of options. And then I'm going to put, I think I'll put that one there. So I'll just cut that. So yeah, someone mentioned my Hastings thing. That was sent to me in a Happy Mail from America. That's why I've got it, because it was obviously quite weird that I had one of those. I don't even know what it is, in Italy. But yes, it was sent to me. That's why I have it. But obviously, if it's from the United States, it must be odd. Oh, can you hear that screaming child? Listen to that. Someone's very angry. It could be, oh, I know. It's the, oh, it's that. He never changes, that child. He screams and screams and screams and screams and screams all the time. Oh, he's despairing. Totally despairing. Goodness. Very capricious, I think, because I know his grandma is lovely, and she's always beside herself. She's exhausted because he screams a lot. No, that other paper wasn't what do you call it? Manu Designs. Oh, I know, it's romantic something. Yeah, that's what it is. I can't remember the name. What about, oh, that's a lovely, oh, I love these papers. I could just put them everywhere, couldn't I? I think I'll have a bit of this. So I'm just collaging, preparing for decoration. That's what I'm doing, just in case you're wondering what is that, what's that weird stuff that woman is up to. Okay. that goes like that. And then I want something else, and I might go to, oh well, what about this? I don't know, let's have a look. This part, that goes quite nicely, I think. I'm going to tear that little bit. Well, I didn't tear that one, so I won't tear it. I'll just do it like that. I'm probably just going to jump from one type of thing to the next without really worrying about it too much. Okay, I could even just fold that over because that's going to be stitched. Okay, and then it is going to be decorated, so don't, that's what it's like folded. It's not straight. Helps to fold things straight. So that's the back. Isn't that nice? See? And then I'm going to, I might turn it around that way so I can see. I'm going to go like this. And I just eyeball, oops, it was a bit wet, that's why. I just eyeball. So note to self, don't punch when wet. There we go. So that will be a little, that stitch down there, and I'll stitch up there just for good measure. And then it's a pocket. Put that over there. Okay, right. What's next? What do we feel like doing? So this is kind of already decorated, isn't it? So I'll put that aside. I won't count that when we're counting. This is a piece of sort of straw paper, cardstocky stuff that I have. That's just left over from my... I might put Manu aside because I'll keep going to it because it's one of my faves. So I need to put it aside so I stop looking at it. And let's see what else we've got in the box. Oh, we've got My Porch Prints. I haven't pulled her out for a while. So we're really going through through our people. Oh, look at all those pages I've got printed. I could have been using those in journals. Oh, well. Oh, look, she's got tags. Well, I might pull those out because she's got all these tags and things. They can be decorated at some point. Don't know if I want to do any of that. Oh, I like those papers. Those papers could be nice for collaging. The green. Some of them I've already printed. Oh, there's those little extras that she sends you. Maybe a few. Oh, no, that's roses. Maybe I'll pull that one out. Aren't they pretty? And I'll pull that one out. It's already been torn into. So, yep. This is a quick way to sort of get a base onto something. I'm going to tear it here and tear it there because it's too big, and it's still too big. I'll just trim that extra bit off, and then I can just add something to it when I'm ready. So it's fun pulling out the papers that I haven't, you know, sort of looked at for quite some time. A lot of glue on that one. If you're worried about coming off, don't need to worry. There's heaps of glue on there. Okay, so because I'm pre-recording all these videos, probably, you know, by the time I get to my whatever number video today, I probably won't. I'll have gone silent because there'll be nothing to say because I've said it all. Okay, well, I think that's good. I don't think I need to do any more on there unless I want to put a little bit of, where's that super old book gone? Where's it gone? Where have you gone? You're not under there. You're not under there. You must be over here. There you are. Don't you love the way I talk to the paper? This is very old, this book. Like, when I say very old, like early 1800s. I think I'm going to put that. Oh, yes, I like that. Put that there. Don't you just, doesn't it drive you bananas when you've got things under your, where you're gluing and it's lumpy and it, oh, just annoys me. There we go. So that one can go there. I would leave that plain on the back because we don't want to lose all the lovely straw paperishness of it. So these sort of don't need too much on them. They need a backing. That's something that can be done now. And I'm going to glue that on. No, it doesn't go. You see, that's the thing. You need to, well, kind of, but no, it doesn't really go. I like to make that goes, but you could write maybe, I don't know that you could write on that. No, I like my, you know, if I'm going to put something on the back, I like it to coordinate, like that will coordinate. I like it like when you flip it over, you sort of, it's a feeling that you get, like it just feels like it goes, if you know what I mean. Like you don't just turn around and go, oh, and think, oh, well, oh, that's a funny thing to put on the back. Trim it off. I mean, this is all part of the preparation, isn't it, for making journals? I think it's the part that takes the long. See there, that's pretty. When you flip it over, it goes. It's pretty. It's shabby. That's shabby. Yeah, I think it's one of the things that takes the longest when preparing a journal is. Why did I keep that? Oh, that's going to be a pocket, I think. I kept those in case I needed to put a pocket on something. For, you know, like, it's not big enough for that, but yeah. So I'm going to make this into a journaling card. And I'm going to stick with this pretty paper. And you sort of tear it down there. I might not tear that part. I'm getting stuck on my piece. See, I've only got 3 pieces of that paper left. Oh, well, it's a good way to reuse your book pages rather than just throwing them in the rubbish. So I do like that. I also feel like I need some of this. So I'm going to just tear it down the middle there. Take that off. And I'm going to glue that down first. I know it's already on book page, but I like this book page more. I mean, sometimes people are like, why did you do that? Well, sometimes there's not really any reason that I did something except that I liked it that way. Why did you cover that up? Because that's what I felt like it. That's what I wanted to do. I felt like it needed something else, and so I covered it up, you know. Sometimes that's a hard question to answer because it's really what you feel like doing. And if you cover something up, especially something printed, it's not the end of the world. You can print it out again. Sometimes when I'm doing something, I just might like something more. And so I do that. I just go with that and cover up what I did before. And I do like, oh, isn't that pretty? A bit too wide. And that's already very sticky. I better find another book to glue on, hadn't I? So, I'll do, I don't know whether I'll do it today or tomorrow. No, I will do it today because I want to get these done. Oh, that was going to be one of those. Oh, cool. That's cool. So, no, I don't want to do one of those. I think I'll tear that off. I liked it more as a tag. That can be something else. That can become that can fold up so it's stronger and become a pocket. Okay, so I need to glue that down. What was I saying? Who can tell me what was I saying? I know I'm asking you and you can't tell me, can you? I'd love to know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was saying that I do want to get the other part of the video done today because I need some of this stuff for the journal I want to nearly get done today, because then I need to get on to the next one, because I really desperately need to try to finish my orders by the end of the weekend, if not before. I really need to work hard. Oh, I'm going to get myself into a panic, because I've got to do some other stuff before I go to Australia. And the design team projects. So the pressure is really on. Now somewhere, oh, I've got these left over too from cutting down my pages. I should bring those near so I remember. Oh look, that's nice. That's a piece of my scanned coffee dyed paper. So that's going to go there. I need another book to glue on. Now I have this lovely book here, but this is super old. I kind of feel I don't want to. I would rather use that for collaging than gluing on. Like I'd rather use it in the forefront rather than covering it up, if you know what I mean, because it's beautiful. And then I need something else sort of pale on the back too, because it's a writing area. Well, I could have this, couldn't I? Let's just tear this off. There we go. I'll try and glue one more thing on here, and then I've got to find another book. It is very satisfying when you finish up books that you've been gluing on forever, because you know that you've totally recycled the inners. You've recycled the cover because it's already been altered, and then you've recycled the pages inside as well, because look, I fold them over and then I use them to make things. Now let me get another book. Now I've got most of my books at the moment. Look at that, look at that. It's all yummy and old. But most of those will go into paper packs because they're very old. Let me see if I've got... Look at this book that I found. Oh my word, I love this book. The cover was beautiful, but the cover's gone. I don't know what this is, just... Oh, that's good for the back of books. I should put that aside. So I'm not gluing on that one, for heaven's sake. I think I've got all nice ones that need to go into paper bundles. Oh, there's one of those. Oh, I was using the pages because the pages are just yummy. So I can't use that one. That's that one. Can't use that one. That's for the back. See, I keep all these things. I can glue on that. That's nothing exciting. That's a bit shiny, that one. Oh, I don't like that one as much. So yes, I can glue on that one. Got a bit of dust there as well, and I can glue on that one. Oh, look, all the dust. Do you know what happened was, ooh, and I can glue on that one, even though it's small. There's a bit of dust. I'll just put that on the floor. That's because they fell down behind my trolley, my IKEA trolley, and I couldn't find them, and there they were collecting dust on the floor. So I can glue on that one, and I can glue on these. Let's glue on these, because these are nothing. They're from the 1800s, but they're not exciting pages. They don't do it for me. Okay, so if I weren't flapping about, this is lovely. I've already done that one. Okay, we'll put that one aside. We won't count that when we do the count. Now I think here, what can I do with this? I could make this again a pocket, and I quite like the colour of the paper, so I wouldn't even bother covering it, but I might make it a pocket, but one that attaches down. And so I just need to decorate this part. And let's see, what do I have that's nice that can go on there? That would be pretty, wouldn't it? So let's tear that down. Now I did say I was going to use some Medieval Mirage too, but I pulled out the wrong container, didn't I? But I will use it. I will. Yeah. I think I'll just... So it's very good to have these lovely papers all ready for you. It's all ready to go, and you just stick them down. because, you know, as I always say, it doesn't all have to be over the top. And you can add, I mean, that is so pretty. And you can add something to it afterwards if you want to, like a label or a butterfly, or a bit of textile would be nice. There's so many possibilities. And this, I can't remember what book this was. This is a lovely book. I've got it put away in one of my boxes somewhere. But it is a lovely piece of paper, so I don't think you don't even need to hide the edges of it. So that's that one. I'm not going to punch out the hole. I've learnt my lesson. And I'm going to make a little journaling card here, and I've got this piece. So we're using up our bits. That can go up there. And that might be the back side of it, because you can write on there. Getting glue everywhere because I'm in a hurry, because I want to see how many I can get done in one video. If I can get, and I may have pulled out more things than I need for the journal, although this journal is slightly bigger than the other ones I've been working on. So, oh, there's another piece of paper. I may need to, here's a piece of straw paper I think would be nice. I may need to use it all, is what I'm trying to say. Yep, isn't that nice together? Straw paper and my porch prints. So I don't, oh, maybe I should make a list. That's what I should do. I should make a list of the shops that I mentioned. I won't list the kits because for the life of me, I won't remember what the kits are. But, and I can't go back and look at, you know, at my purchases. That's that side, so I better get on with this. I better stop with the chitter chatter and get on with it. Okay, so what am I going to put on here? I might start with a bit of, this was what left over from my jumbo challenge. So I could put that there. Wasn't that nice? I think I just could put that there. So it's nice to print, it's really nice to print postcards, the backs of postcards with the writing, large, and then you can use them as your base. Okay, so that's going to go there. And do I want to add a little bit of something else? Maybe. I would only want to add a little bit, because I don't want to cover it all up. See, I like that. Just that green. I'm going green. Put that there. I don't really like that. I thought I did like it, but I don't. Do I like it more down there? No. Maybe I like this little piece. I could like that little piece there, but I feel like it needs something else. If I put that there, I need something else. And it's not that. Maybe I need a little piece of this. But I need it to go all the way up there, so I need to get a different piece here. Yep, I'll put that there. Yes, I need to make up some more new paper bundles, because I have I've been altering a lot of books, a lot of really old books. So, you know, there's yummy paper from those books that can go in the paper bundles. So that's that one, and that needs to be decorated. What's next? Next journaling card. And let's put, well, I'll keep out some bits of my porch prints because they're the more scrappy bits. I think I'll keep the green one out because I might like to use that one. And I'm going to put the rest away, because otherwise, as I said, what happens is you end up going and everything starts to look the same. So I will keep this one out because this is good for the back of something. And I'm going to put that away. Oh, here's some Artie Maze. Artie Maze might come out tomorrow, I think, because Artie Maze is, who's this? This is just mixed, I think. Oh, this is Crafty Cat. There's some Crafty Cat there. Oh, that's a nice tag. Well, I might use those. What else does Crafty have in there? My dear sweet Crafty. Crafty, those are good. And that's good. You can use that. That's pretty. Oh, all of that stuff's good. It's leftover stuff from when I did my design team challenge. Not design, what am I saying, design team challenge? You know, my design team project. Oh, what a goose. I think that's a little bit of someone else. Oh, here's some more. That's pretty to use. That's pretty. Lots of pretty. These are all good scraps to use for what we're doing. Okay, and I think that will be it. Okay, so that's that one. Let's start with some of these. So that's a great base already for my tag. So this is the benefits of having digital kits. Number one, because first of all, if you only were to ever use scrapbooking paper, well, no, not all scrapbooking paper, but a lot of scrapbooking paper is quite thick. So, you know, then you're going to have these big chunky tags if you're gluing the scrapbooking paper on top like I am here. Now, what am I doing? I need to get rid of some bits here. And I'm going to tear that bit off while I can. We're at great risk of me going on here for about 2 hours. That's the risk. And I'm going to tear here. And there is my, isn't that gorgeous? That is gorgeous, Amy. Oh, I was going to write a list, wasn't I? Where am I going to write my list? I've got some scraps of paper here, so I need to remember. I'll link Crafty Cat. I'll link Manu Design Studio. And I'm going to link, who was the other one? My Porch Prints. Can you even see my writing there? My Porch Prints. There we go. So that way I remember when I go to, you know, put the links in my video. I remember who I need to remember. And I don't know if I'll be able to. I'll just hand tear it. Okay, glue that down. So this could be quite boring for some of you, just watching me prepare bases. But there will be a prize at the end in the sense that I do another video decorating them. But I need to do some, I need to pull out all of my decorating bits that I might like to use, I think. So let's grab something else. So here I've got these, what are they called? I'm actually going to be terrible and rip a piece off because it's too wide for the journal that I'm working in. So I'm just going to get rid of that, and that's going to become like a big journaling card. And you can see here, when I coffee dyed it, it stuck to whatever else there was. So I think I'll just put that there, and that will solve that problem. Like, never throw it away. You can just cover it up if something's happened to it. And so that's that. And I'm actually going to make this a vertical one. I think actually I might decorate it on that side, and that's the writing side. You don't even need to, with these, do anything on there. So I think I'll have that like that. And now I need to collage on it. And I might go down the Crafty Cat road, because I have all these bits and pieces. So I'm using up lots of scrapbooking papers and lots of bits and pieces. I'm probably off screen here. Lots of bits and pieces that are floating around that really need to be given a new life and be used. And I love this. And I'm tearing the stitching off, but that's okay. I need to print these out again, Amy, because they are lovely. I think this, I don't know if this was the Doro kit or what, but anyway, it's Amy's. Isn't that? I'm going to put that right across there. I'll put the flower. Hello, that is gorgeous. Could have a whole page of that. Would be yummy. I'd just use it everywhere. Okay, oh, isn't that, yeah, that's fantastic. Goes really well with the coffee dyeing. That's excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm very pleased with that. Do I want to just bring a little bit of the front to the back? I do. I do want to bring a little bit of the front to the back. Oh dear, I didn't want to do that. I'll stick that down. I'm just trying to get rid of it, because I'm not an inker, guys. Those of you who know me know I'm not an inker. I just found it, well, first of all, you all know I have my old book pages. I like my old book pages to shine. I like mixing old and new together. That's the other thing. And yeah, I really like mixing the old and the new. I like using these sorts of kits that kind of look old, but they're, you know, obviously new because I printed them out. And what else did I want to say about it? Oh, I did find the inking tedious to do. I didn't enjoy it. It took the pleasure out. So if I had to ink, I would probably never produce anything, because I found it so tedious that I just couldn't do it. Now that is just so pretty. What is that? One of yours, Amy's? Amy. How many Amy's are there? One Amy from Crafty Cat, not Amy's. Oh my goodness. Feeling the pressure. Okay, so, I mean, that could be very pretty on there. I think I'm going to stick that on there. It is printed on cardstock, but it doesn't matter. I think I'll get a new piece of paper. My brain, can you just tell my brain goes way too fast? And sometimes I'm like really slow, like my brain doesn't function, or otherwise it just goes a million miles a minute when I'm in form. And then it's just hard for the rest of me to keep up with the brain. That's what it is. The rest of the person doesn't keep up with the brain. The brain needs to slow down. I think I'm gonna mix Amy with my porch prints. How about that? Hope you don't mind, Amy. I'm gonna mix you with my porch prints. And you know what? It's really nice to see that you can have all these kits and they can all work together. I do like that. I like that they can work together, and so you're not, you know, you don't have to just use one type. That's my point. You can buy all these things, and it'd be a bit of a bore if you couldn't mix and match. I'll tell you whose kits I need to buy a few of are Tina's. That's going to be in the new year. I've decided this year. Oh, I did buy, goodness knows why. Goodness knows why. Please do tell me why I did it. But I bought, oh, it was on sale, that's why. I bought Dreams Etc's Easy Cuts, the new ones. Actually, I don't even know what was in my cart. I just bought it. Because I put things in my cart, and then I don't buy them for like weeks. And it's a good thing, because I used to be more impulsive, and now they do sit in my cart for weeks, and then I decide I'm adding a little bit of this because I like that. So yeah, I don't even remember what was in there. I hope I didn't buy something that I already had. I don't have that many of hers, but I do have her Easy Cuts from the previous year or years. I don't know when they were done. I like that. There we go. So that's going to... I might put a little bit of something down there, actually. I quite like that up there. So don't even throw out these ridiculous strips here. Now, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I said I'm not buying any more kits this year because I've got too much. I really got too much. Too many kits that I'm not having the time to pull them out and use them. And so I really need to get myself using the kits before I go and purchase more kits. And I must say, my husband has been a genius and designed his beautiful kits and then helped me do those other ones. And I really have been enjoying using those too, if I do say so myself. So yeah, I do want to support other Etsy stores, and you all know that I do. I buy lots of kits, but this year I wasn't buying any more, but then I fell into the sale trap and I bought the Christmas ones. And the reason why I say, why did I do that, is because, as you all know, when am I going to get any more Christmas stuff done? I mean, and what am I going to do with it when I get it done, if you know what I mean? Like, it's too late. Although, you know, some would argue it's never too late for Christmas. I love Christmas. I might do some because I'm not feeling very satisfied. I didn't get a lot of Christmas done this year. I only a couple of orders, and I really felt like I've cheated myself. I haven't done a lot of Christmas. I'm wondering if I want the butterfly or not. No, I don't think so. What other paper will we use? Now, these things, now that's going to be for embellishing, so I'll put that aside. And there's a few things here, and these things can just be cut out. Yep, we'll do those afterwards. They're not part of the deal at the moment. The deal is all the stuff on the table that was originally on the table. So I'm going to do something with this. What am I going to do? I've got the My Porch prints here. Got this scrap. I might as well use up these. Now, obviously, I'm not going to make the journal or My Porch prints, but I am wanting to use, that's lovely, I am wanting to use up all of my bits and pieces of paper that I do have about, so I'm going to stick that down there. Who knows how long it's been. I wish I could see on this contraption, but I can't. Is everybody able to hear me? Because I've had 2 comments, not on the same videos, different videos, so I'm thinking it's not me, saying they can't hear me, have trouble hearing me. Now, I do tend to think it's probably their devices because, as we know, every device is different, and unfortunately not all devices are the same. Not even if you have an iPad and I have an iPad. I can hear perfectly fine on my iPad, and you might not be able to hear perfectly fine on your iPad, for example. Or so I don't know, but I just was wondering, because I am now recording with my telephone because everybody agreed that the image was better and the sound was better. But then I was concerned because 2 people, but not on, as I said, not on the same video, have mentioned that they were having trouble hearing me. So I do tend to think it's them, because otherwise you would have all told me that you couldn't hear me. But I hope I'm not opening Pandora's box here, because it does become a bit stressful when everybody can't hear you. I must say, you know, it stressed me out in the past. So anyway, I just thought every so often I'll be asking you guys, because I might have had a few, and I'm not concerned, like I'm not upset about the comments at all. No, not at all. It's just a question, because I need to know, I need to know if I have to do something. But you know, I might have to give in and go and buy another microphone. You know what trouble I had with all the microphones, which is why I gave up on them. And everybody seemed to be going along quite well with me recording on the telephone. So, yeah. And I might say sometimes, and I'm not saying go out and buy headphones at all. I'm not suggesting that one must go and buy headphones, but sometimes headphones do help. And most telephones come in with a set of little earplugs, you know, little ear sets, whatever you call them. So, you know, that might help. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to help. Sometimes you have to listen, if you listen with a set of earplugs or ear headsets or whatever you want to call them, headphones. But headphones, I mean, people might think when I say headphones, I mean the big ones that go over the top of your head. Not those ones. Any type. I'm not saying go out and buy a pair of AirPods. AirPods, what are they called? They are the most hilarious looking things. My husband had bought it, couldn't wait to get himself a pair of those. And I've tried, they hurt my ears. My ears don't like having things plugged in them. It hurts. I think part of it was because I was a swimmer. From when I was 8 until 14, I did competition swimming, and that's funny because I'm not a very competitive person. In fact, I stopped because I'm not competitive, and I couldn't have cared less whether I won or not. And my mum said to me, you train. I trained 4 hours a day. Yep, I did it. I trained 4 hours a day, and my mum said there's no point, let's pull out Tina, in you doing all of that training and then you don't care if you win or lose. Like, I think you're right, Mum. I think I want to have a normal life, because I didn't have a normal life, and you know, my brother and my sister, and well, I have my little brother too, but he wasn't alive. Oh, how old was he then? When I was 14, he was 4. So, yeah, but when I was younger, he didn't exist. He came into the world when I was 10. So, oh, I haven't used Tina's collage sheets. So, yeah, so basically what I wanted to say is, I don't know what I wanted to say, was, yes, I was swimming, and I did really want to have what I would call a normal life, in the sense that I've got a bit of Tina out here now. You know, I had to get up at 5 in the morning, and, yep, got up at 5 in the morning, went swimming. I can't remember exactly what time I think we started at 5:45. I got home at like 20 past 7, 7:30 in the morning. Quickly got ready for school, had breakfast. Mum, usually Dad took us to school on his way to work, and then I took the bus from school to the pool, because we started training at we finished school at 3:30, and we started training I think at 4:30, and I swam until 7 every night, every day, 6 days a week. Oh, Saturdays we only went in the morning, but we swam for 2 hours instead of an hour and a half. So I have not trimmed enough off here. Maybe I'll try and do it this. And so, yeah, so I didn't, you know, I envied, like, not in a bad way, but in a good way. I envied my brother and sister that they could come home from school and they watched the Brady Bunch. And I didn't get to watch the Brady Bunch. I had to watch the reruns, because I really wanted to watch the Brady Bunch. I love the Brady Bunch. I'd watch the Brady Bunch now if it was on in Italy, but I don't think they even had the Brady Bunch. Steph and I didn't know who they were, so I don't think they had the Brady Bunch here. Isn't that terrible? Imagine not having the Brady Bunch. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. So, yeah, I just dreamed of being able to come home from school and watch a little bit of TV and see the Brady Bunch, or Get Some... Oh, yeah, when I was little, Get Smart and MASH. Oh, no, MASH was on at 7. I remember that. MASH was on at 7. So I got to watch that. My older brother loved MASH. Boy, did he love MASH. Anyway, so... oh, that's reminding me of all the shows that we watched when we were little. Anyway, yeah, so I didn't have that life from 8 until 14. I stopped when I was 14. And the other thing was, we went on holidays, and I'd have to take my pulleys, you know, the pulley things for your arms, and Mum would put me in the squad. If she found a squad, she'd put me in the squad wherever we were, and I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to go swimming. But if you were training at that sort of higher level, if you didn't swim for 2 weeks, it was very hard to get back into it. It was absolute agony. The muscles were just like screaming. So I had to. And the other thing was, I had to, you know, at night time, I had to come home, eat my dinner, and go upstairs and do my homework, and then get up again at 5 o'clock in the morning. So and then on the weekend we had swimming competitions, mostly on Saturdays, sometimes on Sundays. So yeah, it's a bit of a sacrifice, if you and then to not care whether you won or not, really. I mean, what was the point? And so yeah, then school was going to be harder and stuff, so I stopped. So that's a bit of Tina there. Love this paper torn up like this, Tina. I'm going to do another one. Let's go back to the fun part, the programs. What TV programs did everybody watch? The other thing, we used to go to, you know, as I said, my grandparents were English. I'm lining it up here. They were English, from the north of England. And so when we used to go to their place, we watched a lot of the ABC, which is the English, or the BBC. ABC? The BBC? The BBC, maybe. Oh, yes. Ding dong, the BBC. And so we used to watch Cat Weasel. Oh, Cat Weasel was hilarious. He was this Weasley man. Can't remember what he did, but he was really funny. We used to love him. And we used to watch Monkey. Who used to watch Monkey? Was that only on in Australia? It was a Japanese program. And Monkey was this, I can't remember the story. He was this monkey man with superpowers. And there was Tripitaka, and I think he was a Buddhist priest or something like that. Was that Tripitaka? Was that the Buddhist priest, or was that the other one? I can't remember. And then there was Pigsy. Oh, we used to love it, the three. I don't know if Tom used to watch it, my younger brother, but certainly the older three watched it. And then we used to watch Cat Weasel, Monkey. We used to watch the young ones. Well, that was when we were a bit older. The young ones were hilarious. And the Goodies. What about the Goodies? Who used to watch the Goodies? The Goodies, goody, yum, yum. Sorry, I'm going to stop right now. How embarrassing. It's like really, they're such nice memories, aren't they, when you start thinking about all of the programs you used to watch. And the Wombles. Who used to watch the Wombles? I used to love the Wombles. The Wombles of Wimbledon. They were the best. Anyway, I was so sad that Lily didn't get to watch those. She watched all those programs like, I don't even know what they are, but Victorious and stuff like that. I did get her into Scooby-Doo. But yeah, she didn't really watch the Flintstones or anything like that as far as cartoons are concerned, just Scooby-Doo. So anyway, I'm sure a lot of us are a similar age out there, so we probably were watching similar things. I can't think of anything else. I must say the Brady Bunch was really the bee's knees. Oh, and then of course the movie Grease. I went to see that at the cinema. That came out when I was 10, I think. Were they 10 or 9? Might have been 9. Did it come out in 79 or 80? I might be totally off. Anyway, I can remember. Do you remember Olivia Newton-John at the end with her tight, shiny pants and her boob tube? Well, my best friend and I, what did we have to go out and buy? We weren't allowed out of the house in them. But, we were flat as tacks at that age. But I can remember my friend and one of my best friends, we're still friends today. She had, I should concentrate, shouldn't I? She had sort of this corridor in her house. And so it was quite narrow, and so I don't know if you'll be able to understand, but we used to climb up it. We used to stick our legs and we used to climb up to the ceiling. I don't know what. I would be going bananas if Lulu did something like that. I'd be thinking she's going to fall down and hurt herself. My friends' parents, they didn't care. They just let us do it. Anyway, I can remember doing it in our boob tubes and our Olivia Newton-John pants. So how about that? I think I better stop talking. I think I'm revealing all my silly childhood memories. I should write all those down for Lulu. I don't journal. I only journal holidays and stuff like that. Maybe I should do that. And I sometimes do a Christmas one, but do you think I haven't prepared a Christmas one? I've got no Christmas journal on the horizon at the moment. What am I going to put here? So I've nearly used up all of that Tina piece of paper. Oh, I like the green. I'll put that there. And I've gone silent now. You see, I've run out of conversation. This video might be very long. I better end it. I better end it after this. See how we're going. It's going to have a pocket, this. Yeah, I better end it because you don't want to sit here for an hour listening to me talk about programs I used to watch. So I need to link Tina as well when I do the linking down below. And I'm thinking I might just tear this piece off here and have that there. Yeah, why not? And I just need to do something on the... Oh, is this going to be a tag? Or is this going to be a pocket? A double pocket? might even just stick it right down onto the page, I think. I'm going to clip that back together. Okay, so let's just go through quickly what I got done. I don't know how long I've been. It may not have been an hour. It might be over an hour. I do apologise. So we've done this one, on both sides. That's going to be the plain side. That's going to be the decorating side. Plain side, decorating side, plain side, decorating side, decorating side, plain side, decorated side, plain side. Oh, I love that, Amy. That's just gorgeous. And this one too. Absolutely love it. And then this one's decorated side, plain side. When I say that, it's just that this is going to be one of those pockets. I might try and clip it out now because I'll forget, you see. I won't remember. There we go, that one worked. Okay, so that's going to be like that, stitched down. And then that was already done. We don't count that one. This one, I've got quite a lot done here. I got that, just, well, that wasn't too hard, was it? That one. That was already done. This one. I got this done. We've got quite a lot done. That one. The thing is I need to do more still. That one. And that's it. Okay. So we've got a bit done. So I'm going to continue on and get the rest done. And then I'm going to come back and do another video and decorate. So thank you for listening to me. I'm sorry about the gas bagging and I will see you soon. Bye.